Pascal is, without any doubt, one of the hottest names in the world. I threw Jonathan off because I got my topic switched, but we're going with it. Pedro Pascal is one of the hottest names in the world of acting right now. He's the Mandalorian. He's Joel in The Last of Us. He might be Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards. We'll find that out. But with that news that came out that Pedro Pascal may end up being the smartest man in the world in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, in the upcoming Fantastic Four, I've seen a number of articles written about, well, if he is Reed Richards, he's done as Mandalorian, because between doing Last of Us and now doing Fantastic Four, he simply will not have the time anymore to be Din. He won't have any time anymore to be the Mandalorian. And I wanted to bring this up because I don't think that's true at all. I don't think it's remotely true. Now, listen, he may or may not want to continue on in the Star Wars universe, but I don't think, honestly, it has anything to do with whether or not he becomes Reed Richards. And why is that, John? Isn't he busy? Oh, yeah, he's busy. For sure he's busy. But I want you to consider this. I think a lot of people think when they hear that, director says, we've been working on this movie for 3-4 years, whatever. They think that means an actor has been working on the movie for 2, 3, or 4 years. They don't. An actor is only involved a fraction of the time in the overall production of a movie. Case in point, there's a movie in theaters right now by Ridley Scott called Napoleon, starring Vanessa Kirby, Joaquin Phoenix. It's not a very good movie, but it's a movie. Anyway, Ridley Scott just revealed, do you know how many days they shot to make that movie? This beautiful looking, epic in scope and scale and all that kind of stuff. 63 days. Wow. The actual, there's a lot of pre-production, there's a lot of post-production, but the actual shooting of the movie was 63 days. Ridley Scott shot that movie in. That's how much time Joaquin Phoenix, a little bit more than that for the rehearsal, but less than 3 months, probably 2.5 months, 3 months, Joaquin Phoenix was committed to that. That still leaves 9 months of the year for him to do more stuff. My point is that yes, even if he is Reed Richards, and even if he is Joel, there are 12 months in the year. There's 365 days. There is time. The second piece of that puzzle, though, is this. You only need Pedro Pascal for Mandalorian. You maybe need him 4 days tops, because he only shows his face once or twice in a season. So he doesn't even need to be on set ever. All they need him is for a couple of days to come into a sound booth, record his audio lines and leave, and then maybe show up on set for a couple of days to actually film the scenes where he takes the mask off. Most of you guys know that's not actually him on set wearing the Mandalorian armor. That's a stand-in. He's got 2 stand-ins. 1, a martial arts fighter stand-in, and 2, a professional gunfighter Hollywood guy as a stand-in. But those are the guys wearing the Mandalorian. It's not him. So number 1, yeah, he's got a lot going on, but there's still a lot of time in the year. And number 2, they don't even need him that much for the Mandalorian. So look, I am not saying officially here that absolutely Pedro Pascal will be back for Mandalorian season 4. What I am saying is if something comes up and he's not Mandalorian in season 4, it ain't because he didn't have 3 or 4 days to go in and do the stuff that he needed to do for. We want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of this video, MasterClass. Guys, as a small business owner, I am finding myself having to be in negotiations all the time, whether it's with new contractors, vendors, or even agencies that represent our company. Now, I don't like to go into these negotiations unarmed, so I found the perfect class on MasterClass, The Art of Negotiation by Chris Voss, a real-life former FBI lead hostage negotiator. Taking this class on MasterClass made me feel a lot more equipped and confident going into all these various negotiations I have to do on a regular basis. With MasterClass, you can learn from the best to become your best anytime, anywhere, and at your own pace. An annual membership starts at just $10 a month, and you get unlimited access to every instructor, thousands of online lessons, exclusive content, insight, and much more. There are over 180 classes to pick from, everything from filmmaking with Martin Scorsese all the way to cooking with the great Gordon Ramsay. In MasterClass, you will find practical lessons that you can apply to your life and work. So guys, get unlimited access to every class, and right now, as a John Campea Show listener, you can get 15% off when you go to masterclass.com/Campea. That's masterclass.com/Campea for 15% off an annual membership. masterclass.com/Campea. Anyway, Rob, you've heard people talking about this and stuff like that. What do you think about it? He is clearly getting busy, but do you think it schedules him out of being able to be Mandalorian anymore?
I don't necessarily think so, because like you pointed out, I mean, if he's just doing the voice, he could literally bang that out in a day if he had to. And if they blocked him out, he could do multiple episodes in a day. Because how much does the Mandalorian even speak in the first place? I mean, he won't be in the
and they only have one set. That's the volume. I mean, that's it.
So I think he could do it. And plus, you know, if he's Reed Richards, it's for the same overall company, so they could make sure that he gets it done on set, you know, making Fantastic Four somewhere. They could even block out time during a shooting day. They could be shooting something else where Reed's not in it. He goes and does his lines and then comes back to set.
Yeah. Now, the big thing, like bigger than a Fantastic Four would be, the bigger time commitment would be something like Last of Us Season 2. Because that's a TV series. But even then, we're probably not talking him needing to be there for more than, like, say, 4 months, which again still leaves 8 months out of the year.
Well, yeah, and that'll be something that they would schedule, because he has, obviously The Last of Us did very, very well. They'll figure that out. They'll block that out way in advance, and they'll figure out how to do that and make it work. But that's a busy schedule, because doing a TV series is a lot more rigorous when you're one of the central characters. Although I shouldn't say this.
I know what you're going to say.
Never mind.
Yeah. No.
We don't know his exposure, so.
Many people watching know what Rob was about to say, so you don't need us to say it. You know exactly what he's going to say. So
I won't get into that. But I mean, yeah, I think they can make it work. It's going to be hard, but I think they can do it.
All right, guys, what do you think? Do you think that, you know, Pedro is so busy that he doesn't have 5 days in the next year or two to go in and do what he would need to do to be a part of Mandalorian? By the way, we don't even have an official announcement for Mandalorian Season 4 right now, so it's really very much speculation. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.